The 3 secrets that get coaching prospects to buy your most expensive packages. Here's one of the problems coaches have. They don't feel like they can charge enough money. They feel like they're always getting broke people. Nobody will buy their expensive stuff. Every time they raise their price, nobody wants it. And they get stuck selling cheap coaching packages. And then it makes you mad because now you're bringing on clients. You can't pay you. You can't grow your business. It's just a nightmare all the way around, right? So how do we fix this? Well, there's 3 secrets you need to know that can get coaching prospects to buy, all right? I don't know what you're going to do. I don't guarantee it, but this works for me, all right? So the first thing you need to understand is this, okay? So there's 3 things that we need to change. First thing is this. Start selling or enrolling people based on cost, not investment. Now, here's what I mean by this, and I see this all the time. A lot of coaches will hype up their stuff on an enrollment call or wherever, maybe by chat or whatever it is, and be like, "Yeah, this is going to be so awesome." And let's say I'm a health coach, okay, and what a lot of coaches will do, they'd be like, "Oh, this is going to be so amazing." Or you're a health coach, it's going to be great. It's going to help you with health. It's going to help you with all this and live to 110 and this and that and this and that. And people are like, "Oh, wow, that's so awesome. That's so amazing. Okay. Yeah, that's great. I'd love that. Would you really like that? Would that change your life?" "Oh, it'd be the most amazing thing ever. I absolutely would love it. I just want to work with you to do this." And then you tell them, "All right, it's $3K for 10 weeks and I'm going to help you do all this. It's going to be so amazing." They're like, "Oh, wow, that's expensive. I can't afford that." And you're like, "Well, you just told me you want to live to 110 and all these other crazy things, which is great." They're like, "Yeah, I know, but I can't make decisions like this on the phone," all right, or whatever. And they're going to give you excuses and so on and so forth. So we have to figure out how to fix this or it won't change. And you need to understand that people in the coaching space buy themselves out of a problem, not into more awesomeness. So what we need to do is we need to focus on the cost of them not doing this or the cost of them staying where they are, okay? Because it's like a scale in a way, one of those old scales type thing. And people need to feel like the cost of them leaving the call with you is like that. And the investment to working with you is like this. So that your 3,000 or 4,000 or 5 or 10,000 or whatever it is minuscule compared to the price they're paying to stay where they are. Because they need to feel, and again, it's not manipulation. If somebody gets on a call and they're just not serious, you can't inject fear and fearmonger them, and that doesn't work either, right? We have to have somebody who's serious and wants to fix a problem. So they get on that call, they want to fix that problem, and it's like this big. Well, here's the tricky part. The person's brain is protecting them from thinking about that pain. It's like, "Oh, it's not that bad." That's why a lot of people who have a serious health problem and know it don't go to the doctor. They're like, "No, it can't be that bad." They just don't want to face the pain of the reality of the situation, right? And so a lot of people will basically talk themselves out of it, or their brain will just be like, "No, it's going to be okay if you don't fix this health problem or money problem. It's going to be okay." And they just kind of don't do anything about it. And then you get on the call and they're like, "Yeah, it's not a big deal, this or that." And then you're like, "Okay, well, I'm going to sell them into my awesomeness." And then they don't buy. Your job as a proper coach is to help them understand the true cost of staying where they are, to articulate it to them and to uncover it. And the more you do that and the better job you do, the more they will see you as the trusted advisor versus a salesperson. So it's not a bad thing. And then when they get to the end of that call, they're going to be like, "Oh my gosh, you are right. If I don't fix this problem, it's going to cost me 20 times more than that," or whatever, right? And remember, it's not just money. It's also health and relationships and emotional pain. Oftentimes, I say this all the time, the money issue is the least of the price they're paying, right? It's all these other things that are costing them the most. So you've got to sell based on helping them, getting them out of something versus into something, okay? Now, the second thing we got to do in the second secret to getting coaching prospects to buy your most expensive package is you have to be, be seen as the only option. How do we do that? How do we get you seen as somebody who's the only option? Well, the way you don't do it is just get more testimonials and case studies and all that, because everybody's got that, right? And everybody can get all that kind of stuff. So the way you be seen as the only option is we have to position you on your call to show them why all the other options are subpar. So why is buying a book subpar? Why is doing nothing subpar? All these other things. And we do it in an empathetical way. You don't want to just be like, hey, look, you tried a book and that didn't work. Yeah, here's why that's not going to work. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is share with them, hey, look, in my experience, here's what a lot of people try. They'll read books, and here's some good stuff, but here's why it doesn't work. Because you got to implement it on your own. You don't get coaching, and and then when they tell you, yeah, I've worked with a coach and it didn't work. Well, you want to dig into why it didn't work, and often they didn't get the support. And so now you're able to leverage that, so you're not just seen as another coach. Because a lot of these people will have talked to other coaches and worked with other coaches. So you want to be like, well, so you worked with Coach ABC. Okay. Well, why didn't it work? And then they're going to be like, well, I didn't get support. They weren't really helpful. Now you want to dig in on that and be like, well, here's how I'm going to support you. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to leverage every way possible to show why you're the only option without trashing anybody. That's the secret. Now, the third thing is the most important. Now, before we get to that, what I want you to do is two quick things. First of all, hit the like button so I know you like this video and I can get you more of them. The second thing I need you to do is hit the subscribe button. We've got videos coming out all the time designed to help you to hopefully get more coaching clients, and they're based on what I'm doing. I've spent almost $2.8 million since 2021 on Facebook ads as of this recording, and it's growing every day. And we're sharing what's working to get coaching clients, what our clients are doing, strategies, failures, things that aren't working. And I share them for free over here with you on Facebook, but the only way you're going to get notified is if you hit that subscribe button. So hit it, click it, and then the next videos that I have coming out, you're going to get notified about. And you know what? It only takes one video, one strategy that maybe I could share with you for free, and it could potentially change your whole business. But you're not going to know about it unless you hit the subscribe button. All right, third thing is we need to attract people who can pay. All right, now that's like, okay, that's obvious. Well, here's the thing you got to understand. That's why I like Facebook ads, and that's why we've been using it a lot, right? Is because you can target people based on household income. We can target the top 5% of people on household income. We can message our ads properly so that it pulls in the qualified people who have the money. And also the artificial intelligence, in my experience, had never been better at getting qualified people. They've really dialed it in, and we've had a lot of success with that. So I would suggest using Facebook ads, using the income targeting strategies there, and letting the AI find your qualified people. Which brings me to my final thought before we end here. I have a upcoming webinar. It's going to show you exactly how that works. So in the first comment, the pinned comment, or in the description, you can click there and have an upcoming webinar that's going to show you the 300-word Facebook ad strategy and template that I've used to build a 6-figure per month coaching business using Facebook ads, and what I've learned, the mistakes I've made, what's working now, what's not working to attract wealthy coaching clients who have money and who want to work with you. There's a lot of stuff that gurus are teaching that isn't working, and I want to share with you how to figure it out, what to do, what to know, why it's never been easier to get clients from Facebook because of Facebook's AI, and how they can find you people who are qualified and who have money. All right? Click that link now, get registered for that webinar. We'll see you over there.